doing some research on this truck mod, and from what I've learnt, trucks and trailers always spawn separately, so they do not spawn attached. Additionally, while the trucks I believe can spawn anywhere a car could spawn, the trailers are too large for that, so you won't just find them outside houses and in regular car parks. They have to be in more industrial-y areas. I'm assuming that any place we visited before we installed the mod is also going to not have one. Like as far as I know, it's not going to like re-roll a car to something else. Now, unfortunately, before installing the truck mod, we actually did manage to visit quite a lot of the industrial type areas around the map. Obviously, we hit up McCoy, we hit up the down here, the warehouses. We did check the train yards afterwards and the warehouse over there afterwards, but we got unlucky, or there was nothing there unless I totally missed it. Obviously, we'd been all over Muldraw, so nothing spawned there. We had driven all the way up to West Point and gone past some of the more industrial type buildings on this end of town. We'd driven all the way up to Louisville, so again, some industrial type buildings up here. Probably now won't be able to have that spawn. I don't know what sort of loading distance we have here. Like, is anything just out of line of sight not loaded? Are we talking like 70 tiles? And we'd even got up to... we'd taken a quick drive through Rosewood to go see if we could get to the police station. Yeah, so I think we just sort of came in this way and left. And yeah, we'd driven up to Riverside and back, although obviously not all of it, but certainly some of the more industrial type stuff. So we've still got this top end of Riverside. Again, I don't think it could be just around these houses, but maybe some of these big car parks worth checking out. We didn't get lucky on any of these factories or warehouses up here, so there's still some possibilities. We're going to keep looking. We are going to keep looking. At some point, if I don't find it, I'm just going to like grind to level 10 metalwork and then pretend I built my own and I'll spawn one in. There's a limited amount of time that I'm willing to put into. I mean, we're already like, from when we first decided, maybe we will move. You know, I'm probably another 60 hours in or something like that. It's pretty crazy. What I was reading, the bull bar just prevents, I think, the hood from getting under 30%. It just caps it. It cannot get under 30% while you've got a bull bar. But one of my other thoughts was, it's a Marchridge we haven't been into. Yeah, so Marchridge we haven't been into. It'll be hard to get into, and I'm not sure if it's going to have the right stuff. Same as we were also thinking about the mall, the old mall outside Louisville. It's got a hell of a lot of car parks. Don't freak out when you see mannequin. As I wait, doing 83 and stable. Yeah, we did eat a bunch of fish. We're gonna reload some guns. Gonna have to repair that one. Yeah, so another day of half day of just pottering around home getting stuff done. Okay, it's 7:10 a.m. Let's see how long it takes to pump all these tires up. Yeah, because the tire pressure's all zero. We started at 7:10, so it took us more than 2 hours just to pump all the tires up. With a manual hand pump, that sounds pretty reasonable. Like, your hand, I'm sure, would be tired by the end of that. Tired. Fucking nailed it. But that is why we have the tire pump in the car. Okay, we'll plant those. Yeah, everything else is lush with water. Temperature's still below freezing. Okay, so let's look at them up. So, Marchridge. Problems. One way in and out. Dense, so perhaps quite a lot of zombies in there. Maybe these yellow buildings might You know, these bigger car parks here might have something. I doubt it. If we find a trailer there, we would probably have to kill half of the town to get it. So that's not great. We could maybe check these places south of Rosewood. Knowing that it can't spawn at a normal house makes that less appealing. Maybe the prison that way. It's got lots of car parks. I just don't know if it's the right type. Again, if it's in the prison, it takes ages to get to it. The mall over here, it's in the mall, it takes ages to get to it. Obviously, Louisville itself is going to have, like this up this end of town. Is that my best option? That might be my best option. Yes, I think we just sort of got unlucky in that the areas we'd visited before we'd installed the mod were the sort of places that would have spawned. So, like I said, I think we've paid our dues at this point. We've worked for it. If we got screwed by not having the mod on early enough, well, at some point, like I said, I don't mind just spawning one. I'd have to look at how that is done. Okay, so we've got all our ammunition on us. We've eaten. Water's good. I'm going to take some potatoes since we've got a ton here anyway. I'm going to take a whole bunch down and put them in the truck. Oh, we need to go get the truck. Filled up gas, so let's do that. Those two zombies we saw right there still freak me the hell out. So my working hypothesis is that they could have been an error from the trash mod. Like maybe it spawned zombies and then just didn't kill them. If that's like, because I think that's what the mod does. Like you can hear the sound when you sort of load it in. Like things appear, then they all die and fall over. But it could have just been the natural respawn. It's just strange that I don't know. I guess of all the places in town making noise, it is our base at this point. You know, we're pretty loud up there with the generator and trucks coming in and out. It's early enough in the day. I guess we can just try to barrel into March Ridge. Music blaring. It sounds like a bad plan. If we do need to clear it, unless the population is far lower than I'm expecting, I think this time I will go for a different variant on our plan and an elevated catwalk. Now I know we've used elevated sections in the park. Whoop, whoop. Did we all see that? Yeah, the respawn is on, it's just very, very low, which is good. It lets you clear out areas, get stuff done without having to wake up every morning and do your 2 hours of just sort of mindless zombie head bashing over the same piece of terrain. But by having it just a little bit, that's why we're not just like walking down to the bookstore in a bathrobe going, I wonder if I've left any books here. I mean, even now, I guess I'm leaving without all of my armor on. I suppose the point being that the plan is definitely not to get out of this truck at any point. But, you know, plans go wrong. Geez, they certainly went wrong when we were trying to get this thing out of Rosewood. Still not 100% sure what happened, whether I shotgunned those crates. I assume that's all that could have happened. I still don't know what the line of sight issue was, though. So apparently trailers can occasionally spawn in traffic jams, but again, we've done well, this one and the ones on the road up to bad turning, West Point. Is there another traffic jam somewhere? Right, as I was saying, so if I am going to have to clear March through to the shotgun, I think I'll do an elevated catwalk. So I'll build a staircase up well outside of town, and then just spend hundreds of logs sending this elevated wooden highway in and over the town. Probably 2 stories up, figuring, yes, like if you fall off a 1-story, you're probably good to run, but if I fall off a 1-story in the town, oh, shit, that'd be bad anyway. 2-story, I guess, it compounds the error. If you fall off a 2-story, it's a good chance you've broken your leg, in which case that would then be dead instantly, dropping in a town full of sprinters. Okay, so I guess we'll give this a go. We're just going to try to barrel hard into March Ridge and keep on moving. This is our turn off. Yep, so then we go in and around and try to make it out. Roadblocks could be a problem. That we can't really go down that road very easily. Okay. Big car park, but I don't think it's big enough to have the stuff we want. I think I took a wrong turn. I don't think I've hit the right industrial area. I think I'm maybe supposed to go down another one. Oh, this is... I don't know if I'm gonna like run into a fence or a... There, I had to obviously go blind into that. Let's... There's a dead Sunday driver. Okay, so that's not great. We can get past that. This is literally the first time I've been in a March Ridge either, so I don't know a damn thing about the layout of the town. It's not wall to wall. Sit straight down this way and then straight up. Maybe not. Am I about to go to a dead end? That seemed bad. Forward. surprising that I'm not drawing even more than I am. I really should have looked at a map and organised the way in and out. Strip. Maybe leave it out there. Okay, well, let's drive off a little bit, pull out our map and see how much of the town we actually did look at. Okay, so we did get the central area, and I certainly didn't see anything. I was a bit distracted by dodging walls and cars and stuff. But that's good. I'm happy to say that we can tick that off. Unless when I'm looking back through the edit, I see something. But unless that's the case, I'm happy to say there's nothing there. Yeah, so I don't hold out too much hope that there'll be one in Riverside, a trailer that is, but we do want to do some clearing there anyway. To Louisville, if they're set to spawn in Louisville, seems reasonable. Getting to it will be more of a pain. The mall, again, I don't know, tons and tons of car parks, but maybe not the right sort of car parks. Still daylight at 8:20 PM, so the days are getting longer. That's good. That makes it easy to get out and about exploring. It was getting dark at about 7:20. Like I said, I did want to do some clearing up at Riverside, but I really want to get this quest out of the way.